James Gunn tried everything. He built walls, shut down entire city blocks, and surrounded the sets in Atlanta with military-grade security to keep the DCU secrets under lock and key. But the internet? The internet is ruthless. What leaked in the last few hours isn't just a spoiler, it is a massive game changer for the future of DC in theaters. Lex Luthor's legendary war suit has finally shown its face. And forget about those suited-up versions or mad scientists in a lab. What we saw on the streets of Atlanta isn't just a cosplay prop. It is a functional, intimidating, and colossal war machine. And the worst part? It carries a symbol carved on its chest that confirms the darkest possible connection between Peacemaker Season 2 and the new Superman movie. But pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. The most bizarre detail about these leaked photos isn't the size or the brute force of this suit, it's what's hidden in the design. A detail that hands over on a silver platter who really financed this weapon of mass destruction. Buckle up, because the Atlanta Dossier has just been opened. Like I theorized with you guys in the last video, we hit the nail on the head. The A.R.G.U.S logo is right there, stamped on the armor. But what does this mean for James Gunn's universe? It means Lex Luthor is no longer just that untouchable billionaire in the LexCorp penthouse. After the chaotic events set up in Peacemaker Season 2, Lex used his shady deals and political influence directly with Rick Flag Sr. to build this monstrosity. The suit we saw leak is pure cutting-edge military tech. It features vibrant colors, that classic green and purple, looking like it jumped straight out of the pages of the brilliant comic book Public Enemies, which, by the way, has an excellent animated movie. I actually prefer the animation way more. Actually, if you want to read the comic that inspired this suit, I left the link for Superman and Batman Public Enemies right here in the description and in the pinned comment. It's worth every penny. For those who read the comics, you know what this represents. In this era, Lex isn't just a behind-the-scenes villain, he is the President of the United States. He puts on the armor and goes to the front lines. And in Gunn's DCU, Lex is practically a one-man army, sanctioned by the government itself. A.R.G.U.S is funding the fall of the Man of Steel. But looking closer at these leaked photos of the armor, there's something in its engineering that doesn't match human tech. There's a detail on the shoulder design that is disturbing. Could this be the first visual clue of a villain much, much bigger than Lex himself? Analyze that textured pattern on the armor's shoulder with me. Those circles, the energy slots. In a way, it looks very, very much like Brainiac's classic design. I'm not saying this is the Brainiac logo, because even in the official movie logo we can see it's different. The armor has a somewhat retro, brutalist vibe. But the tech pulsing beneath those metal plates is an absolute mystery. The theory setting Reddit on fire right now is that Lex Luthor found scraps of Coluan tech, meaning alien tech, and reverse engineered it to build this war suit. He wouldn't be able to make something this advanced using only Earth's technology. And for those who are freaking out in the comments complaining that something was missing, you can breathe easy. Yes, he has the helmet. We saw Nicholas Holt's Lex without the helmet in most of the blurry paparazzi photos, walking around with the armor open. But some images and videos from inside the set in Atlanta confirmed that during crucial heavy battle moments, a retractable faceplate completely closes around his face when he's ready for war. And again, I prefer him without the helmet, but it makes total sense for him to wear one in combat moments. And this isn't James Gunn inventing things. In the comic where Lex first appeared in his armor, he also wore a helmet, and that comic actually features Brainiac in the story. It just so happens we are more used to seeing Lex without a helmet when using the armor, but at the same time, it wouldn't be absurd for him to use it. And speaking of battles, my friend, the video that went viral this week doesn't show a friendly little chat. It shows a Superman who literally, completely lost his temper. What did Lex do to deserve getting beat down like that in the middle of the street? Just look at Superman delivering a combo of punches to Lex after throwing him through a wall. Just imagine him screaming during that combo. 1A, 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 Jokes aside, the scene is intense. If you thought David Corenswet Superman was just going to be all smiles, rescuing cats from trees, this leak proved you wrong. And we need to talk about Superman's suit here. It's tighter than what we saw in the first movie look, featuring a redesigned collar, much more imposing, almost military-like, and colors that pop on the screen. But his posture is terrifying. Superman is known for holding back. He knows he lives in a world of cardboard. Seeing him beating a human, even one in armor, with this murderous fury has sparked a massive debate. The extreme aggression in the action scenes planted a sinister theory on social media. This is not Clark Kent in his normal state. Could Superman be under mind control? A muffled audio recording from the set might have just confirmed who the real puppet master pulling the strings of this fight is. Witnesses who were a few blocks away from the Atlanta set reported something chilling. During the filming of this beatdown, a non-human voice was heard echoing through the production speakers. A cold, calculating voice of a being that presents itself as infinitely superior to the human race. And he demanded only one thing: that Lex Luthor be handed over to him. Yes, Brainiac is on Earth, and that changes the entire perspective of the movie. But stop and think, why does the Collector of Worlds want Lex Luthor? Could it be because Lex, with his genius-level intellect, managed to hack into Brainiac's network? Or is it because Lex's own armor is built with a piece of tech he stole from the villain's skull ship? And for the collectors out there, the McFarlane Toys action figures of armored Lex and Superman are insane. There's an Amazon deals link down below, too. The dynamic James Gunn is creating here turns the cliches totally upside down. Lex Luthor might not be the ultimate predator of this movie. He might be the prey. And Superman, instead of a savior, could be acting, even if under mind control, as Brainiac's guard dog to recover what was stolen. But of course, there's also the possibility that Lex has teamed up with Brainiac and Superman is facing both enemies. At the moment, we don't have anything concrete about this fight, so the theories are out there. All this political, alien, and military complexity seems like a lot for just one movie, right? But it makes perfect sense when we look at the new official timeline that James Gunn himself just confirmed. Get ready, because the DCU's time jump is much bigger than any of us imagined. The bombshell dropped this week. It was confirmed that Man of Tomorrow, the next chapter in the Superman saga, takes place in 2027, meaning we're getting a jump of exactly 2 years after the events of the first movie. Stop for a second and measure the narrative possibilities of a 2-year vacuum in the DC universe. In those 24 months, a lot is going to happen off-screen to set up this new world. Peacemaker, for example, might have already been banished and fighting for survival on Salvation Planet for 2 years. While Superman was away dealing with cosmic threats like Brainiac, Rick Flag Sr. might have used Argos to cleanse the world of unwanted metahumans, establishing a true silent dictatorship on Earth. This means that the world we'll see when Man of Tomorrow begins is a much more dangerous and cynical world, highly suspicious of heroes. Superman is going to return to an Earth that moved on and has possibly been militarized by Lex Luthor himself in his absence. With a 2-year gap operating in the shadows, it's almost guaranteed that a team has already been formed behind the scenes. The Justice League International might already be operating, and not just as the Justice Gang anymore. The burning question is, who is on it? The secret to this mystery might lie in the cast, more specifically in Adria Arjona's role. The hype on the filming sets has now reached its peak. All the paparazzi have their lenses pointed to capture Adria Arjona's look. Who is she playing? Half the internet is betting she'll be Maxima, the warrior and alien queen of the planet Almerac, who in the comics comes to Earth obsessed with breeding with Superman because she considers him the only partner genetically worthy of her. It would be an insane addition and very on brand for James Gunn. But the other half has an even bolder theory. What if Adria Arjona is our new DCU Wonder Woman? Gunn is a strategist. He knows the Atlanta leaks are inevitable, so it's highly likely that he himself will drop an official photo of Arjona in character minutes before she steps out onto the street to film, just to hijack the narrative and break the narrative on his own terms. What becomes clear with all these leaks about the armor, Brainiac, and Argos is that the DCU finally has a master plan. Man of Tomorrow promises not just to continue the story, but to surpass the first movie in scale, politics, and brutality. The DC Cinematic Universe has woken up, and this time, it looks like they are playing to win.
The truth is, the streets of Atlanta have become the ultimate battlefield for the future of superhero movies, and at any moment, a new cell phone picture could drop and change everything we thought we knew. And now I want to know from you guys who followed this dossier up to this point, in the face of all this alien tech and government intervention, in this colossal war that's brewing, are you Team Superman or Team Lex Luthor? Leave your comment down below, because I'm going to read them and give a heart to the best debates. Check out the deals in our channel storefront down below to grab your DC collectibles at a discount. And if you don't want to miss a single clue to this DCU puzzle, click that subscribe button right now. Don't miss this week's video here on Comic Chronicles, where I'm going to break down the new theories on the introduction of the new Batman and how this 2027 timeline affects the formation of the Justice League. The multiverse is vast, but I'll see you in the next video. See ya.